Before we begin this video, allow me to make up for my absence with this beautiful picture of Aloy. You're welcome. What's going on, guys? My name is Orphid, and my goodness, it has been a long while, hasn't it? But we are here today to talk about something much bigger, much more exciting. Horizon Forbidden West. My goodness. This fucking video game. So, if you may not know, I'm not sure if I have any videos of it up on the channel, but I am a huge fan of Horizon Zero Dawn. That game was awesome, and ever since I beat the game, I could not wait for a sequel because I knew it was going to be absolutely nuts. And I am here to tell you, just from the few hours that I've played, we're going to be in for a fucking treat. So, let's start with the absolute most obvious thing, the visuals. The graphics in this game are genuinely unbelievable. I spent, I don't know how long, constantly switching between the resolution mode and the performance mode for this game, and just, I don't know, in some weird way, I'm trying to convince myself when I see these cutscenes that it might not be real gameplay, and I'm getting too excited. But no, the stuff you're seeing, it's actual gameplay, and it's fucking insane. I put up a tweet saying how whenever we would see these games being shown off at big events, you know, think years back, you would always see some super souped up version of it, and you just knew deep down that the game wasn't actually gonna look like that. But it's insane that we've reached a point where these games actually look like that now, and it's so as somebody who's been playing games for like 20 years, it's fucking nuts, dude. Like, there's no other way to put it. Anyway, the graphics in this game are absolutely unbelievable. It's one of those, you gotta see it to really process exactly how good it looks, and if you see it on a 4K display, oh my goodness, I think it might be the best game I've ever seen visually, because Jesus fucking Christ. But enough fawning over the visuals in this game. Let's talk about the gameplay. So like I said, I had a couple hours with it. I am essentially in the introductory section where you get a nice little slice of area to explore, some quests to do, and I've mostly engaged with the combat on like a surface level. You know, a couple machines I've fought, and some of the things that stand out to me right away is what I'm going to cover here. So one of the first big things is the machine hunting aspect of the game. That was the unique selling point of the first game. You know, you get to hunt dinosaur robots and shit. I don't know, you know, what's better than that. In this game, they have made it feel so much better. It's more dynamic, so the way the machines attack, the way they react when they've taken damage, it's much better than the first game. Collecting parts in this game from the machines is way more rewarding, and it's important. So to upgrade your gear, because they've overhauled that system as well, you have to upgrade your gear with certain parts, and to get the parts you have to actually like break them off of the machine. So if you defeat the machine full on and you don't break a certain part, say the machine has antlers and you need those, if you don't break the antlers first, you won't get them. So it's actually really important to, like, you know, be precise and tactical when you're hunting the machines if you're trying to go for specific parts, because you need those. And sometimes the parts might be hard to hit. They might be in an area that, you know, the machine won't let you get to, but that's one of the fun aspects and what makes the hunting more dynamic. Aloy also has a lot more tools in this game. In the first game, you had 4 weapon slots. You have 6 in this game, which is fucking nuts. They've introduced a lot more weapon types, and I haven't even seen any of the new ones. What I have seen so far is the elemental slingshot launcher and just your standard bow. And I've just been using that to hunt the machines and some of the animals for some of the upgrades, and it's really fun. What I meant by the machines being more dynamic as well is that when you're fighting, they are a lot more aggressive and they pose a much bigger threat. There was a specific instance where I was fighting a group of like 3 or 4 of these like badger weasel looking machines. I'm not sure what they are, and they were actually getting to the point where like they were surrounding me and like attacking from a bunch of different angles, and you have to actually be wary because they can kill you really fast. I'm playing on a hard difficulty, and you have to be aware of your positioning, taking shots. You have to be precise. Just shooting random arrow shots into them doesn't do a lot of damage, so you have to hit weak points. You have to break their armor off. It's much more engaging than the first game, where you just kind of constantly shot at the one weak point you were trying to hit, but you'd still chip away eventually with the arrows. Here, you gotta be a lot more tactical, it seems like. The skill tree has been expanded tremendously. If I'm not mistaken, there was fucking like 2 skill trees in the first game. Just 2 little big sections that had a bunch of skills in them. Here, there's 6 different skills trees, all with like 20 plus skills in them. And they range from more machine damage to more like ranged damage, more melee damage, more utility with your traps, more healing. Like, it's a bunch of stuff, and there's plenty here for you to invest into depending on what kind of weapons you like to use, whatever your play style is. They've made a huge upgrade in the skill tree department, and I like that a lot, as well as the upgrades, because it actually makes the weapons, you get more attached to them. You want to spend more resources on them to upgrade them. You want to actually get the most out of the weapons until you find new ones, so you want to actually go out hunting to get the resources that you need. Now, when it comes to actually playing the game and doing all of this, it feels amazing. The 60 FPS mode, you don't really take a resolution hit. There's a 4K mode that has 30 frames per second, and there is a 60 FPS mode that I believe runs at 1800p, so like you barely drop quality, and it looks so good, it feels so good, it's responsive, there's no issues aiming whatsoever and hitting any of the weak points when you're using a slowdown time. It's fucking amazing, man. Essentially, in closing, because again, this is just first impressions, I haven't seen too much, the map is huge. Like, once you get to the area that I made it to, you get to scan and see how much of the rest of the map you're gonna uncover, and it's massive. If you liked Horizon Zero Dawn, the first game, there is a fuck ton here, and there's so much more in store. It's basically just a bigger, badder version of the first game, which I have no problems with whatsoever. So I'm actually just super excited to finish this video up and play more, because I just want to play the fucking game. I've been waiting on this game for 5 years, and I finally get to play it, and it is definitely a surreal moment. So I want to thank you guys so much for listening with me. I know it's been a long time since I've put out a video. I'm gonna try to get back to it, get a couple more videos out on some of the other games I played that came out, and Elden Ring comes out very soon. Hint, hint. We're definitely gonna have to make a video on that. What do you guys think? Does the gameplay look good? Do you have a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 4? And are you interested in Horizon Forbidden West? Have you played the game? Definitely interact with me in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I appreciate you guys so much. You guys have a good one, and until next time.